Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and in yesterday's video I broke down a bunch of things that will be coming in Season 13, and that includes weapon changes, a new rank system, as well as some detailed explanation on how Newcastle's passive ability works. But here's the thing, within those changes, some of these changes are actually quite controversial, some of them barely make any sense whatsoever, so that's why we'll be covering them today in more detail. Yesterday we talked about the what, today we'll be talking about the why, or at least some possibilities as to why Respawn might have made these weird decisions. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now the first thing we want to quickly go over is of course the lstar nerf. As you guys know, the lstar is not a very popular weapon already. In fact, it's probably one of the least popular weapons in the entire loot pool. You think Rampart's pick rate is bad? Yeah, the lstar is down there as well. And the decision that Respawn is making with the lstar is quite contradictory, as typically when you see a weapon with an extremely low pick rate or a legend with an extremely low pick rate, you either try to make that legend or weapon more powerful, or you try to rework that weapon or legend in a way, or at least give it something that makes it more interesting so that more people want to play with it. In this case, the lstar is none of that. It has a low pick rate, it's much weaker than it used to be, and basically no one wants to pick it up anymore. So of course it comes as a great surprise that Respawn decided to nerf this weapon even further, and as this comment pointed out, they're truly putting the L in the lstar. So now comes the part as to why Respawn might have done this. Now I thought about this for a while and I really could only come up with two reasons. If you guys have any more reasons, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'm interested to see what you guys think, but these are the things that I think Respawn is trying to account for. The first thing is perhaps they're doing this in advance of the Rampart buff that will be coming soon. As you guys know, Rampart is going to get a huge buff to her tactical ability, and of course this is going to boost Rampart's pick rate. And as you guys know, Rampart is especially good with LMGs, as that is her passive ability, allowing her to have extra bullets in the magazine as well as reload LMGs faster. So the idea is that Respawn perhaps nerfed the lstar in advance for this Rampart buff, as they thought, hey, the lstar is gonna get some more pick rate, it's gonna get used more because Rampart got this buff, and Rampart's gonna get more popular. But here's the thing, that doesn't really make sense either, because the Spitfire and the Rampage are both gonna be in the weapon loot pool, the Rampage being in the crafter and the Spitfire being in ground loot. Not only that, but the Devotion is still around, so there's basically absolutely no incentive to pick up the lstar, especially after it got nerfed, when you have these other LMGs that are basically god tier in comparison. Especially with the Rampage and the Spitfire, I doubt most Rampart players would be going around trying to pick up an lstar. So with that being said, that reason gets basically dumped in the trash. I don't really think that's the reason why. Here's the second reason. Perhaps Respawn is doing it in advance to prepare for a new hop-up that is coming in for the lstar. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's a hop-up known as the Explosive Lobber, and it is assumed that this will basically turn the lstar into a weapon similar to the EPG. I'm guessing this hop-up basically converts it into a single fire weapon that shoots out bullets which do the same thing as an EPG in Titanfall, basically explosive energy balls. If that were the case and this hop-up were to be actually quite powerful, then it would sort of make sense that they would nerf the lstar in advance of adding this hop-up onto this weapon, as perhaps while playtesting this new hop-up, Respawn decided, hey, this is kind of powerful, maybe we'll give the lstar a small nerf in preparation for this. But of course that reason also has its flaws, as the part that doesn't really make sense is this. Why not just nerf the lstar when you introduce the hop-up? But at the moment it doesn't really look like this hop-up is going to be entering the game in Season 13. That means that this reason also doesn't make too much sense. I mean, yes, of course, Respawn can nerf a weapon in advance, but why would you nerf it like a season in advance of adding in a hop-up when you can simply nerf the weapon when you add in that hop-up? So something like this does boggle my mind, I can't really figure it out. And something else I also want to take note, some people aren't very happy about the new Kraber nerf as well, because now the maximum headshot damage is reduced down to 280. With a Kraber, however, we do have to take into account the fact that this weapon is available in very competitive scenes, such as high-level ranked gameplay as well as actual competitions. Now some people suggested, hey, why not just remove the Kraber for these certain situations? While that is true, removing such a significant weapon from the care package would change a lot of things, and perhaps Respawn doesn't really want to do that as well. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. I'm interested to see what you guys think about this situation. Season 13 does look to be a pretty good season, so no matter what you see here, don't let it get you down for Season 13. There's a ton of content planned, and overall it looks to be pretty freaking awesome. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course, as always guys, stay safe, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.